And welcome back to Talkin Spit After Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay, Kenya Cox, and Alan Poe. Back once again with the latest and greatest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see you guys again. 2-week break. We had a couple of holidays. Labor Day just passed. What's up? How was your weekend? Did you guys do anything barbecue? Tell me about it.
Barbecue? All Black people barbecue for Labor Day, don't they? Because we don't care to really
That's
acknowledge it.
Mando.
Yes, it is.
Mando.
Amongst other days.
Okay. I mean,
I didn't barbecue.
Wait, Al,
I
did you
didn't barbecue after my house. Huh?
did
Al
I
didn't barbecue?
Nah.
No.
Barbecue. I worked out. Well, so we had our fantasy draft this past Sunday. So the time, cooked up some chicken and some lamb. So I was over there hanging out doing the fantasy draft. So that was my barbecue. And then Monday we had pizza.
You didn't eat barbecue?
Yeah, I mean he grilled. He didn't barbecue, but he grilled. There's a difference.
Yeah, so he didn't throw nothing on the barbecue.
Well, chicken and then lamb. That was about it.
Oh, so you barbecue.
Put lamb on the grill?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dang, you're so fancy. How was it?
I didn't do it. He did it, but it was delicious. It was a curry lamb. Like the curry sauce over rice. Delicious.
What the hell? I got to get my life together because I've never had that.
You never had curry?
I've never had, well, I don't eat beef and pork. I think lamb might be over there with, I don't know. But as far as experimenting, before I leave this earth, I think I should try it at least once. Just a piece of lamb. Just a piece.
Yeah, he's
I never had it.
He's Fijian, so basically, but curry is implemented in a lot of their dishes. So, but yeah, it's really good.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, do they consider the cow as sacred too?
They don't eat beef. Yeah.
So they consider this cow sacred as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
But chicken,
Wait,
lamb.
they don't eat beef if they eat lamb?
Yeah, because the cow to them is sacred. That's like part of their religion.
Do they eat pork?
No, they don't eat pork either.
Okay. Because I'm not religious. I just quit it because I don't eat beef or
Bad
pork.
for you.
Yeah, I just don't. That's interesting. I didn't get any barbecue over the weekend, the holiday. I normally attend a family function, but I didn't get invited, and I probably would not have went if they had invited me. So I didn't go to that. No barbecue for me. Oops.
You were in town this weekend, right?
No, I was not. Who knows what I tagged in Seaside? Oh, that picture, because it was A31 day. No, I was right here in Sacramento County.
Gotcha.
I didn't touch Seaside. I will be there next weekend, though, so I'll be next weekend. I went to brunch. That's what I did for the weekend. Live wire, Cypress sparkling wine brunch in Oakland for Jay Stalin. I don't even fool with Oakland. For him, I'll touch down, but I don't go to Oakland.
Jay Stalin had a brunch?
Yeah, he has a wine line, a brand. Did you know?
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cypress sparkling wine. Shout out to Joe Vaughn. He's had it for a while now, and I had a list of vendors that I've been trying to give him for the Sacramento airport so he can put his wine in the different shops and restaurants here at the airport. So I went there to give that to him and also just to support and go to the brunch. But yes, he does have wine, Cypress sparkling wine. So we went to brunch at Lux in Oakland, and my window did not get broken. I'm very proud about that because I was so paranoid. But it was nice. We had brunch. There was the wine for us to sample, and we ate, laughed, took some pictures. I thought I was a rapper for like 5 or 10 minutes. I had to do my 1-2 real quick, and that was it.
So I know last episode we talked about you going to brunch right after church. Did you go to church first?
I did not do church. I'm sorry, I did not praise the Lord saints. I did not. I totally skipped on church on Sunday. I didn't, but I would have done both because I had time. It is not against the rules of brunch to go to church, praise the Lord saints, and then go ahead and tip your cup. It's not against the rules. I need everybody to know that and understand it is okay to do both. Back to back, without a break. Change your clothes, freshen up, hit the shower, come out and do the mimosa. It is okay.
You can praise the Lord from anywhere.
Praise the Lord, saints, yes. And then go to mimosa. Then get your glass of Cypress sparkling wine by Jovan Smith and tip it up. It's okay to do that.
Oh, that nigga put his government name on it.
You got to, yeah. Tax.
No, I just said that. He doesn't say that, but I was just saying that.
Oh, okay. I'll be like, damn, that nigga serious.
No.
I mean, he's probably serious, but you know.
To put the government on there like Earl
Yeah.
Stevens? Yeah. No, he did it.
Yeah.
It's just Cypress sparkling wine. So that
Yeah.
was my week, and I went over there. It took me long enough. You know, that's a strike. And then it was Labor Day weekend traffic, so it was really a strike, a delayed strike. A journey, travel. I don't know what strike means to other people, but for us, strike means far. That was a strike, but it was long distance. Is what I'm trying to say. So that was enough for me.
I got a question for you guys.
What?
Do you feel offended if your boss makes you work on Labor Day?
Oh, labor, that I don't consider that a us one. So it's whatever. Now Juneteenth, I might you're gonna have to hear my mouth, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. Martin Luther King Day, you're gonna have to hear my mouth, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. But Labor Day, I don't care.
It depends. I mean, not really, because when you work in retail, you know you're already open. I know when I used to work for Target, working on the holidays, you got time and a half, so I didn't mind it.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, there's an incentive.
Yeah. But yeah, if you and then once you go salary, you know, you're just salary, so that sucked for sure.
Man, okay. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
Labor Day.
offended. I'm offended on all holidays.
Are you?
A holiday. If I have to work on a holiday and it's a national holiday, I'm offended. I hate that. I'm mad, pissed off.
I could see
I mean,
First
because
of
it's
all,
like they made it a holiday. They wanted people to stay home.
they wanted to give you a day off for a damn reason, and I'm already mad though because I don't get paid holidays. So
that sucks.
It's usually a camping day, camping and barbecuing. Growing up black, that's what it was. Camping and barbecuing. That's it.
that's what it still is.
That's all I know. What other people do is what other people do. But what we did was nacimiento or barbecue. That's it.
That's what I did. Well, basically, that's what I did. I was camping and barbecue the whole time camping.
I was trying to go to the fair this year, but apparently it's only like 4 days now.
The fair?
Yeah.
How about the admission fee? My sister told me the admission fee is a full now to get into the fair.
I ran into Jesse Celestino yesterday. Me and Jelly, after we worked out, went for a walk. And Jesse lives over here where I live, right? He was like, yeah, me and my kids, for the wristband, it was $50 per person.
Per
band.
Per band?
Each.
They ripping y'all off out there then.
Not including food, not including beverages. I don't even think included. Hopefully that covers the rides, at least.
$50 for a wristband for the Monterey County Fair that has now reduced itself to 4 days.
Yeah. You know what that means, yeah? Because it's probably the same motherfuckers that come up here for the fair too. So they was like, yeah, cause we gonna go down to Monterey and Seaside, strip y'all niggas.
How do you?
They think y'all make. They know y'all make money down there because you know the price of living down there. So they charge y'all double and triple what it would be in as a place to like us out here.
$50 is insanity, but I mean, whatever.
But I heard it was $25 for the one out here.
That's reasonable. But I mean, at least like it used to be like 2 weeks long, or at least I remember that when I was younger. Like the fair was here for a minute.
Dude, what fair are y'all remembering? Because I only remember the fair being there for like 3 or 4 days.
No, it was at least a week, minimum. It was. 4 days is, I don't even know where that came from.
That's what
it was always a week.
Well, y'all was probably there every damn day and shit like that, hanging out and doing all that little gang shit.
Even before we had children, it was about a week. Because remember Tuesday was Kids Day or something? Yeah, it was like a week at least. 4 days is just, that's a little flag, a little tease. Just call it a carnival. That is not fair.
So it started on Monday and ended Sunday.
No, it started on Wednesday. Well, this year it started on a Wednesday and ended Sunday.
Wait, but no, you said
4 days.
When we was little, I always remember the fair just being Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that shit was dumb.
No, I think that's when our parents would take us, would be a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because
right.
Well, also you got to think back then, our parents only took us because they wanted to go see War perform or like one of those bands perform. That's why we went on those days.
So both of you are my friends on Facebook, and I don't know if you saw it or not, but I put I remember y'all was acting up at the fair, acting like you were hypnotized. You remember when people used to do that at the fair when they used to act? Did you see when I posted that?
Yeah.
Like, y'all on that stage, doing the fool on that stage. I'm talking about doing this and eyes closed and doing like Weekend at Bernie's. Why would y'all do that?
Okay, this is the topic now.
T.
Okay. So yes, I was hypnotized on the stage. And I remember the whole thing. I remember it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember it. But I also remember this is what this is what the dude did, because I was wondering that. That's funny you brought that up, because I was wondering that, like how this nigga, because I would never do no shit like that. The YMCA on stage in front of everybody and shit like that. But it was your mind is, when they talk about the mind and stuff like that and how powerful it is and stuff like that, the power of suggestion and stuff like that.
Right.
It was being hypnotized is not like thinking the nigga, he tell you, oh, he puts you in a deep trance, nigga, to where you do whatever he tells you, nigga. And it's just like, oh, yeah, you walk around like a zombie. It's more power of suggestion. So what he said was, it wasn't in our mind. He was, you guys made a error to him saying, do this, do this, do this. But it was more of his suggestions. He relaxed us, got us super relaxed. We were sitting there just like, feeling hella good and shit. And he was like, don't you feel like you want to get up and just do the YMCA? And we was like, yeah, fuck it. So we got up and did the YMCA and shit like that. So it was weird, because I was looking that shit up and I was like, damn, but I'm a quiet ass dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up there and just get up in front of a gang of people I don't even know and do all this shit and talk and do all this shit. But yeah, I did that shit because of it. I was just like, nigga, I was relaxed. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Basically, he said, you feel like doing the YMCA on stage, not even on stage. He said, do you feel like doing the YMCA right now? He said, I bet you feel real relaxed right now, huh? I bet you feeling real good. And he was like, yeah. He said, well, you want to do the YMCA? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. He started playing the music and he's like, come on, do the YMCA. And we started doing the YMCA and shit. And then we did it.
Being a spectator of that, watching from the crowd, I'm just looking as a teenager. I look, why are you doing this? Why? And I never sat through a whole show because I thought it was foolish, but then at the same time, it was interesting. And now that I'm an adult, I think it's stupid. Because why were you doing that? I've never heard an explanation, so I'm just all the way tuned in that you're saying all this. But just seeing somebody under someone else's command just do the fool on stage, and people are in the stadium just cracking up, just laughing because you up there clacking and doing all this stuff. That was crazy as a kid to see your partner up there doing the fool on stage for free, just acting up.
Yeah. I have a quick question.
Oh,
go ahead, T.
Go ahead.
Oh, no,
go ahead.
I was going to say, so you know how if you're a black belt in, any type of martial arts, you have to get your hands registered, right? So now if you're a hypnotist and you have the power to have people, suggesting to people and they do it, do you have to register yourself?
You probably do, because there's the power to sway people to do stuff. Yes, you probably do.
You're
That's
saying
a good question,
yes,
though.
you do, and I'm saying, how is that? I understand the karate, what you call it, not karate. What'd you just say?
Oh, the power.
Black belt, whatever.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. I know a couple of people who better not punch anybody, or they're probably gonna end up in prison because their hands aren't registered. But the what do they call it? What's the person?
Hypnosis. Hypnotist.
No, not hypnotist. Hypnotist, yes. Register their hands?
No, not their hands, but do they have to register themselves because they have the power of suggestion? Because they could just run amok and just have people doing all kind of crazy shit.
Oh, hey, you remember the movie? Okay, I'll put it like this. So if y'all seen this movie, y'all will understand what I was talking about. What's that movie? The magic movie. Man, what's the magic movie we watched? With the little dude that played Mark Zuckerberg on the social network.
Now You See Me, or
Now You See Me. Now You See Me.
Mhm.
Okay. So Woody Harrelson in that, he was a mentalist. And now this is what I wanted to get into. Now
Right.
there's a difference. There's a difference between a mentalist and a hypnotist. So the mentalist looks at you and tells you what you're thinking, but just off your certain mannerisms and stuff like that. So he can say, okay, and it's also but it's a different type of power of the mind thing, but it's all forms into the power of suggestion, right?
Mhm.
So when people are getting hypnotized and stuff like that, you gotta, when you watch it, just look at just look at what he says to them and stuff like that. Don't look at the people sitting there, oh, just getting up and doing the dumb shit. Look at what the dude says to him and how he says it to him. This is the thing. This is very crazy. This is why they say the mind is such a powerful thing. Is because if if people say, if you have a problem, a mental problem, who do you go see to fix your mental problem?
Right, psychiatrist.
Exactly.
Or
Okay, so it's the same. They're all in the same field. So it's crazy because, and it's funny you brought that up. I think hypnosis is not, the word hypnosis doesn't define what it actually is, because people have a misconstrued word thinking of what hypnosis is. So hypnosis is the power of suggesting something and that person being so relaxed that they don't care what they're doing. And nigga, if you have to register your mind and stuff like that, because that would be crazy. Because you can do that.
Interesting. That's definitely worth a Google, because now I want to know.
Because you could do anything. You can get a job. You can just have, hey, let me borrow $60,000. Okay, like
Al, you really gonna say $60,000? Come on, nigga.
yeah. I mean, come on.
No, say your real price.
Well, I would do 60,000, but to like 10 people.
Nigga, if you got the power of suggestion, you just go to the bank and be like, hey, you can go to the Fed and just be like, I need $1 trillion. And then you be like, okay.
Federal Reserve. Follow us.
All right. Yeah, let me print you up something, sir. I'll be right back.
Let's move on, because this is a great thing about the mind and the power of suggestion, because for some reason I think the state of California is under the power of suggestion right now.
Why?
Last week it came out that California, there's a bill that's passed, which will allow undocumented immigrants to get home loans without paying taxes.
Oh, wait. Now, where did you get that information from?
This is on ABC News. Here, I'll read. A new bill that would allow some undocumented immigrants to receive loans to buy homes is sparking debate as it passes through the California legislature. Assembly Bill 1840 would make it clear that a person who applies for a loan under the California Dream for All program cannot be disqualified solely because of their immigration status. It has passed the state Senate with a 25-14 vote. So basically now it's on the, what's it, Newsom. So he has the final vote to pass this or not. So
you think he's going to pass it?
Basically, I don't know if he's going to pass it or not. All I know is I think I have a problem with it only because, especially in the state of California and especially in large cities, LA, Frisco, Sacramento, you have all these homeless people on the streets that you're not taking care of. And these are residents of the state of California.
But that also applies to them now.
Right. But what I'm saying is they're they're legal residents. This is undocumented. So that means anyone could just come over and get a home loan if they're approved for it.
Okay.
But my thing is, I get it. I'm not against anyone bettering their lives trying to get a home. But it's like, okay, let's take care of the issue here first and then move on to that.
What, you trying to get smart? Nigga, are you trying to kick some nuts?
You can use that money to build shelters. You can use that money for reform programs, get them off the streets, teach them basic skills. I mean, the world needs more plumbers and electricians, right? So then build that into the program. Hey, you get affordable home living. We'll train you. You get a job. Now you can start making payments off your loan, or off of your mortgage, and become a productive person of society, rather than just coming through, getting a house, and then running shit up, like fucking like that gang over in Colorado. You heard about that, right?
No.
The Venezuelan or something?
Yeah, they went to Colorado and took over a whole apartment complex and kicked out all the residents. So now it's like the Carter, basically.
Yeah.
And no one's doing anything about it.
Are they U.S. citizens?
I saw that. So why are they letting them just do that? Because they're scared of them, or what?
Yeah, because they're a gang. I saw somewhere, I guess the Hells Angels were going out there to try to remedy the situation.
And what happened?
I haven't heard anything else yet, so who knows?
Because I saw that those Venezuelan people at the apartment complex, and I just scrolled past it. I didn't never go back to read the whole thing, but it tripped me out because I'm thinking, how are you letting this happen? Is this some low income thing? Is this a bunch of women? There's no weapons in the building. It couldn't have been a hood, because the hood wouldn't let that go down. All this stuff is going through my head, but I never went back to actually, I didn't Google and read to figure out the facts. But I did see them doing the full, I think they were like kicking in doors. They had guns, everything, the short clip that I saw.
I didn't want to get off topic, but I kind of want to hear you guys' like, how you guys feel about this new loan program.
All right, well.
But what's the risk?
Hold on, man. We're jumping on it. I want to talk now that we brought up something else. I want to say something about what you just said, though.
Okay.
And then also I want to say something about what you also just said again. I mean, about the government loans in California. So one thing about the Hells Angels and stuff like that. What if that is why aren't the police taking care of this? And why are the Hells Angels going to be the ones that go out to Colorado and stuff? Weird. Conspiracy alert right there. Second thing, I'm just doing this cut and dry. Second thing, I don't think that's a stupid idea. I mean, I understand if it gives an immigrant a chance to come over and live the American dream, but I don't think it's just cut and dry like that. I think there has to be stipulations. You can't just jump over the fence and then go into the bank and be like, I'm gonna get a loan now, and they're gonna give you a home, because they still have to deal with immigration. So there's something that there's not telling you in that article, Al, to where it's sitting there just saying like, oh, immigrants can come over and get a home loan. So something's misleading about that, and maybe we should fact check that shit and not put information out like that, which is misleading.
So basically, this loan is going to be 20% down, right, or $150,000, whichever is more. But they have to be paired with a 30-year mortgage fixed interest rate.
But you can't get those unless you're a U.S. citizen. You have to be a U.S. citizen to get those. That's
what this bill is about. So even if you're not a U.S. citizen, you come over. That's what they're trying to pass.
Federally, that's not going to go over federally. Even state, like federally, they'll supersede that and be like, no, that's what. It's a little weird that that's coming to the forefront now. I wonder who actually. Well, California's a blue state, right?
Yeah.
That's a little weird. I'd have to look. I think people should look into that. So if you're watching this episode or you be watching that, you should probably look into that a little more. And if you figure something out, you let us know, because we don't want to spread spread any misinformation on it. That is a fucked up rule if that is actually coming into play because, like I said, we've been sitting here trying to get a house and stuff like that, and but that's why I just don't know. If that's the case, nigga, we can move back to California and just get a loan, and just be like, nigga, live the American dream.
Well, I was thinking about getting dropped off by San Diego, losing my paperwork and coming back.
Nigga, but
I
you know
think you
what
should
though?
do it. Go, do what you got to do to get yourself a home loan. Go ahead, do it.
Or you can move down to Mexico where it's $18. For every $1 it's $18, and then you can buy a villa down there for about what 100,000. What 100,000 to get you what $1.8 million villa down there.
Mm-hmm.
Fair
Do
trade.
it.
I mean,
Do
fair
it.
trade. Fair trade to me.
Sounds like it, right?
Do it. Do it.
We'll
So
see.
what do you wait, Al? Before we move on, real quick, what do you think about that? Because you're trying to get a home in California right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I wouldn't say it's like I said. I think everyone deserves to, have a home, especially if you have kids. They, to have somewhere they can grow up and call a place home. But to kind of get skipped over, it's kind of I don't want to sound like an asshole about it. You know what I mean? But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, well, we've been here our whole lives. Why should they get special treatment? But I don't want to say the wrong thing. But then I also think it has something to do with politics as well, which we don't really talk about. And I think it also has to go within the voting.
Yeah, I got an idea. Anyway, fuck it. Everybody's an immigrant anyway.
True. But only certain get privileges. I don't know if I can say.
Yep.
That's all.
Certain
Well,
I don't want to say it, but that's what I'm saying.
Al, there's the perfect segue now. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys have anything else to, add on the topic there, but speaking of politics, and this isn't really politics, it's involving Trump, and so the topic was what? Isaac Hayes. I mean, there was an article saying Isaac Hayes is suing Donald Trump now for illegal use of his music during
Isaac Hayes the third is the son of the Isaac Hayes, the musician.
So it's his estate.
Yeah, the estate.
Yes, his son is stomping down on all this. It's his son and his daughter. I want to say their name is Heather. I believe it's Heather because there's 7 girls. I forgot. He got hella kids like George Foreman. I don't remember, but they are the ones that are behind this. And an attorney reached out to Isaac Hayes the third, the one that's doing this, because I follow him on Instagram. And he said, do you want me to put a stop to this? Do you want me to handle it? And Isaac said, yes. And then that's what started the ball rolling. So it's $150,000 fine each time you use the song. And Isaac said at his last count, it was 131 times y'all former president Donald Trump played the song, just disregarding them. And they told him, stop playing the song, stop playing the song. The BMI sent him a notice, stop playing the song, and he disregarded it and just kept playing the song. So they filed some type of copyright, whatever it's called, in court, and they got an emergency order. So court was yesterday, and that was the first part of it. It's still continuing on, but they won.
Quick question.
You can't just play those people's songs like that. And I wish all of the musicians that I deal with understand it like how Isaac understands it, or just have a little bit of understanding. You're putting out this music, and even if you're just a local person from Seaside, from Sacramento, from Stockton, from Oakland, from Pittsburgh, whatever, if you have a song and it's going viral or it's popping, or even if it's not, it's just a new song and somebody is doing their political campaign and they use your song, don't just sit back in the moment and just, yeah, that's my song, and just ride with the viral moment. No, that's not how that works. Get your money. rip their pockets off because they're not supposed to be doing that. Without your permission, you gotta have BMI. I want to say it's BMI copyright something you have to have. Donald Trump did not have it. They know he did not have it because they have to grant it, or they would have to sign something or give some type of permission for him to have it. And he disregarded it and kept playing. What's the name of the song? Something about I'm coming. What is it?
Was it the Big Payback?
No,
I'm not sure.
I can't remember the name of the song, but he kept playing it over and over and over.
Wait, that's James Brown, my bad.
He kept playing the song when he was coming out for his campaign stuff. So hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. That's cute. That's the song.
I don't think Trump listened to a damn Isaac Hayes song ever in his life. So it was one of his black advisors told him to come out for that.
But the fact that he has multiple attorneys, him being Donald Trump, multiple attorneys on his team, he should have known better. And if you didn't know better the first, maybe the second time, we'll give you the third. But 100 times, 130, 131, that's ridiculous. Are you being flat out hard-headed and disregarding what your attorneys are telling you, saying, hey, you're out of pocket, you're not supposed to be playing this song? Did none of your attorneys know?
No, the man does not care. He does not give a shit.
And that's why I was following it so closely. I was so interested because Isaac Hayes was using it as a teaching moment for somebody like me that follows him, that was all the way tapped in, just trying to figure out what exactly is this? You know what I mean? Yes, you're taking him to court, but why are you doing this? Why is it legal? Why is the court allowing you to do this? And he broke it down. So I'm glad that he did it, because a lot of people, again, a lot of musicians are not aware of the rights that they can do this. You're just enjoying the viral moment. If you are a fan of Trump, if you are a Trump supporter, yeah, he's playing my song. Shout out to me. No, not shout out to you, because you look stupid, because you should have done what Isaac Hayes, the state, is currently doing. That's what you should do, and get your money. Don't just let people get away with playing your song like that. You getting your 15 minutes of fame, that's not enough. Rip their pockets all the way off, especially Donald Trump.
Well, for one, they're not going to pay that back. So, I mean, I think the whole thing is just to get him to stop playing it. Yeah, he could be sued, but Trump and his campaign, they're going to pay that.
You know, when you lose a lawsuit, you don't have to voluntarily pay. You will still have to pay. It'll be garnished.
You have to pay. You have to pay.
Yeah, just because you don't voluntarily pay it, it's not like, fuck them, I'm not paying them. Yeah, you can say that, but you still have to pay them. It's gonna get garnished. Something is in his, it's gonna get taken.
Whether you don't pay it or not. If you don't pay it, your children will pay it.
But we're talking about the same campaign.
$150,000 per each time that you played the song and you just disregarded them and kept playing it. But the other thing is, since when were you an Isaac Hayes fan? I don't follow Trump or anything. I don't know. He may be an Isaac Hayes fan. I have no idea.
This is the same.
Why are you doing that?
No, that nigga ain't never listened to no Isaac Hayes in his life.
But this is the same person who's already been found guilty, but he's still running for president. That's what I'm saying. So what makes you think he got away with that, and he's still able to run for presidency? So you
can have felonies and run for president. You can have felonies and run for mayor. You know, I know that because I used to be a felon. That's a trip, huh? You can be the president, but you can't run a city. You can't with your felonies.
Or you can't be in Congress.
What did you say, nigga?
You can't run a city, but you can do the whole.
What kind of backward ass shit is that? Oh, well.
Because and a lot of people now that he has all these felonies, 34 felonies, how can you be the president? You can. Unfortunately, you can. Can you be the mayor like Lance McClure? Absolutely not. But you can be the president with your felonies.
You know what? With the Isaac Hayes thing too, it's like, what's that? It's the trickle effect, or what is that? The avalanche effect. You know, when you put a piece of snow, small snow, roll it down the mountain, and then it gets bigger and bigger.
Right.
Now it was Isaac Hayes. Yep. Now it's gonna be because Celine Dion said something about that too. I seen that. Beyonce said something too. Taylor Swift said something too. What's the dude you said? Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
Like after Isaac, or they've been said it?
He's been doing this. Like, he's been using people's music without getting the rights to it for the whole
But what did
campaign
they
now.
do? They did what Isaac did, or they did
Oh
nothing?
no,
They
I'm
just
just saying they haven't did what Isaac did yet, but I'm saying now that Isaac's son, you know, his estate did it, I could see a lot more of those coming now because they're, I mean, people said something about it like, hey, no, you can't use my song and all that. But now, like I said, with Isaac actually going through the lawsuit and him winning, you're gonna see people like, yeah, they can't use my song neither.
do
You used
it.
my song 25 times during this press thing. Let me get my money too. Like, yep,
Because
let
it's
me
like,
get all
why
that.
not? Why not do it? You can't. You wrote that music. That's yours. That belongs to you. Don't let people abuse your, what is it? Your intellectual property, right?
Yep, your
Isn't that what
IP.
that is?
Your IP. Yep.
Yes. No. So
Oh,
Donald Trump, you get to be the first example as far as Isaac Hayes the third is concerned. You.
you know what now? He's stacking them up though. You know what that is? Cause like, so with all these lawsuits and all him getting sued in court, cause he gonna owe like damn near $1 billion, man.
And
But you have, that's the other thing. You
yeah,
have to push the issue. Like I've sued people in court and I've won multiple times. As y'all know, I don't be playing. I've won, but that doesn't mean that the person is going to voluntarily pay you. So it's still up to me to go
To
figure
put
out where they work or go figure out, you know, where their assets are. And then there's a paper that you have to file in court. I can't remember what it's called, but you have to file it to say, hey, this is what he owns or this is what he has. Let's go after this. Or you have to find out where they bank at, and depending on what type of relationship you have with the bank, if they want to talk to you and tell you, oh yeah, he banks here, or do you have to go back to the court and get a paper? You have to keep pushing the issue.
before
Yeah,
we
you
move on, before we
uh-huh.
move on, I want to make a huge prediction right here. Okay, and I'm saying this first. Even if Donald Trump does win presidency, which I do not see him at all now, he's gonna owe so much money. Like he's gonna owe so much money. He'll probably just file bankruptcy and just be like, yeah, I did it because you know the government tried to get me and all shit and blame it on somebody else. But he's literally digging himself up the biggest hole in U.S. history as far as you know having corporations get sued for billions and trillions of dollars. Donald Trump is about to get sued for billions and trillions of dollars. He's digging his own grave right now. And then if he doesn't become president, we're gonna see the biggest fall off of any man in history right there.
this isn't the
From
first
him
time.
having to no, I'm just saying that he's gonna owe so much money. I don't even think bankruptcy will help.
I wonder what his credit score looks like.
I think it gotta be shit.
Why? Why are you saying it has to be bad? How are those two of the same?
Because he don't pay if you don't pay a loan back, the only thing is wait.
Yeah.
The only thing is okay, so if his name is his business. So if it's two separate entities, then okay, no, his credit score could be good. But he's gonna owe so much money because it's gonna be one of the biggest fall off in history.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But like you said, the snowball effect, copycat effect, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Isaac did it. He went to court and it ruled in his favor. Oh, I'm going to do it
Yeah,
too. So that's
yep,
what
let me
Isaac's
give him my money
saying.
too.
He's encouraging people to do it too. I hope they do it too, simply just on the fact that that is yours. Just don't let, and especially if you are not a Trump supporter, that's even more of a slap in the face.
Right.
So shout out to Isaac Hayes' estate because they are really standing on the square about their dad's estate, about his music and everything else. Don't play with his copyrights, is what they're saying. Or standing on business, whatever the young kids say. I say standing on your square.
Everybody else follow suit too. Let's go. Get
Follow
your
it.
money.
Rip their pockets off. That's what you need to do.
Get your
Absolutely.
money.
Yep.
Al, what we got next?
All right. So we got hold on. Turn this shit down. This shit's getting on nerves. So basically we have you have your topic. What do you say to your friends' kids' parents? Or do you say something to your friends' kids' parents when their child says that their parents are a problem?
Wait,
Okay.
no, your kids' friends' parents, you mean, or your friends' kids?
Your friends' kids.
No, I don't think you're saying that.
Your kids' friends.
Oh,
Yeah, you said it wrong.
Sorry.
Okay.
Friends' parents.
Let me tell. Okay, this will give a better understanding. So one of my stepdaughter's friends came over and expressed to us, that certain stuff at her house, the parents did, and there were certain times we would want, stepdaughter would want to do stuff with her friend and she couldn't do something because her parents would say this, her parents would say that, and it was, whatever, and then the kids talk about it with their parents, right? And then so if you're as a parent, do you sit there and do you intervene in your kids' friends' parents, affairs, or do you just sit there and just be like, oh shit? So basically, what I'm saying is, okay.
Yeah, say it again. I kind of got lost.
Okay, so my stepdaughter's friend came over.
Okay.
Talked to my stepdaughter. Told her some stuff that her parents did, which was, I mean, it wasn't a full form of physical abuse or anything like that, but it was psychological abuse, I should say. Right.
Okay.
So my stepdaughter ended up telling her, her mom about it. And so we talked about it. And then so I'm in my head, I was thinking like, damn, that's fucked up how the parents were doing the little kid. So the, stepdaughter's friend comes over every once in a while, comes over and hangs out and stuff, it wasn't anything too bad. But then her dad comes and picks her up. And so I'm sitting here thinking in my head, like, okay, so from what I heard, I don't like it. It's not my daughter, but still, I don't like it. I see all kids. I don't give a damn whose kid it is. I'm a parent to everybody's kid. I'm not gonna parent your kid, but I'm a parent to everybody's kid. So I was thinking like, damn, should I beat him up or should I? I mean, I wasn't thinking like, do I talk? I probably should have said like, oh, should I talk to him? But I was just thinking in my head, it's basically the same thing. Should I beat him up? Should I talk to him or like that? But I'm basically asking for advice. Do I intervene? Do I leave it alone? Do I, what do you do? If you're a parent in that situation and your daughter is telling you that her friend's parents are not doing something that you wouldn't agree with and that other people would agree with, and it could be a form of psychological abuse, do you intervene?
Wow. That's a really, really, really tough question. Now, like I said, it's psychological. If it's physical abuse, then yeah, I would definitely step in, or I would definitely get authorities involved.
Right.
But
right.
But the psychological, what are their parents saying? Like, hey, clean your room, or you know what I mean? Like,
no, just it's just like, say, okay, I'll give an example without giving an example, but okay, so the parents are parents, right?
mm-hmm.
The kid is a kid. The parents have kids. They keep having kids. The kid is my daughter's friend is old enough to be what's it called? An actual adult now. But yet the parents are making her feel bad and making her stay at home to take care of the kids while the parents go out and do stuff.
What does an actual adult mean? I don't understand that.
18. So, she's 18.
So she is an adult.
She's 20 now. Excuse me. She's 20 now.
Is she living with the parents?
Yes.
Is she paying rent?
No.
So
okay,
one of those things,
I'm trying to follow, but I pictured like a 12, 13-year-old person. You're talking about a 20?
No. This is a 20-year-old person who is I believe is being psychologically held hostage by her parents because they want her to be the babysitter of the younger children while they do live their life. Basically what you get it?
Yes, yeah. Now I get it. So what about you and your wife taking her in? Is that an option?
I don't think it would be an option.
She's an adult.
Why?
I mean, she's an adult. So
is she mentally 20 or is she a different age mentally?
Mentally, she's 20, but I think she's just scared to leave because her parents will make her feel bad now.
well, yeah, it's her siblings for one, but then two, it's like if she's not paying rent, she's staying there rent free. It's like, well, this is your way of paying rent by watching your siblings while we go out. Now, is this an everyday thing? Like, hey, we're going out every night, every day. Oh, well, yeah. But
Okay, so still take her in. Why can't you?
she's an adult. She can move out. I mean,
But she don't feel like she can. That's the sad part.
Feel like what?
because
She
then
don't feel like she can move out. She doesn't want. We can't take her in because she feels like if she leaves, she's gonna let down her younger siblings. And
now that depends on what's going on in the house. So is she staying there to be protective of the siblings? You understand what I'm saying?
so that's the whole point: is do you intervene or do you?
She would have to intervene because she's an adult technically. So
she would, but
that's
she's scared of her parents.
Mentally 20, and you said yes. Okay, but she doesn't have the mental capacity, I guess, to intervene because
she's scared of her parents.
Right.
Yeah, something's. Yes, you should intervene and go as far as tell her you can come and live with us. You will be safe. Nothing's going to happen to you over here, if that's what you want to do. But leaving her there is not going to get any better because she doesn't. She's too, for lack of a better term, too weak to stand up to them.
But that's a trickle down effect because if she leaves, depending on what's going on in that household, now her younger siblings are there and they have to deal with the repercussions. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing that you have to think about.
So that's the thing is when their dad came over, I'm sitting here thinking like, do I talk to him? What do I do? Like, should I? I'm not what do I do? I mean, I'm just thinking like, damn man, should I say something to him? Or should I beat him up or something? You know, just because like if that was the case and your kid did that, came over and stuff like that, what would you guys do?
But then it's one of those things.
Talk to the 20-year-old first to tell her, listen, you'll be safe here. Do you want to come here? Don't worry about your siblings. Kind of, sort of. Do you want to come here where you'll be safe? She says yes. Okay, you got that out of the way. Then you got to deal with the parents. I'm not done with you all. I'm not done with the situation. You talking to the dad. What are you going to do about this? Tell him, because I know what I'm going to do. To you, if you don't fix it, or not really threaten him, but just tell him, I know what's going on. Now, what are you going to do to fix it? But you got to convince that girl she got to go, especially if they're taking advantage of her. Because if she leaves, the situation may change, hopefully for the better. If she leaves to come and stay with you and your wife, she can't stay there because it's already messing with her. She didn't told y'all.
Right. That's a good
point. But then that's one of those things where it's like, hey, don't tell me how to raise my kids.
See, that's the thing is where
you know what I mean?
At the same time, is like I said, in Seaside we were different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can go to, and this is how I'm thinking, but I'm out here in Oregon. So I'm thinking like I can go to your mom's house, Al, and if I cut up, you know what I'm saying, she gonna whoop my ass. There is no, I don't need to call your mom and be like, hey, your son is over here fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I whoop his ass? No. If I went to any of one of y'all houses and I was cutting up, there didn't have to be a call. It was, if I went home and then your parents was like, hey, that nigga was over here cutting up and shit like that, my parents would have been like, okay, nigga, what did you do over there? And then why she whoop your ass? Well, if you did something like that, you deserve it. So.
True. But that's different though, because there was a sense of community back then. And plus our parents know each other. Whereas you really don't know her parents that well to where you can implement yourself in this situation. So that's going to be the part.
He came over here enough and he's been inside the house and all that shit to where I feel like, nigga, I should just pull him aside and be like, hey, just roll him up in the corner and just be like, yeah.
I mean,
I think you should do that.
Invite him
over. You should do
exactly
that.
Invite him over for like drinks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, hey, no, for real. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey,
that would be fucked up, Val. Yes.
No, I'm saying invite him over for drinks, and as you guys are talking, getting to know each other, be like, hey, man, hope you don't mind, but I've come across some kind
Oh,
of
okay.
disturbing type of news. I just want to see if everything's good, man. Like, this is what I'm hearing, and then
No,
if he gets upset
no,
about it, right? See, so there's really no way to go
no,
about it.
there is a way to go. And I can't tell you no, your way is wrong. I'm saying no because I don't agree, because you're leaving the door open for him to say, yeah, it's fine. No, fuck that. It's not fine. Your baby already told me that it's not fine. That's why we're having this talk. So I wouldn't get at him like that. You're not gonna leave it open for him to say, oh, it's fine. She was just mad. No, no. We're going direct with you. Yeah, we're gonna have some drinks, but at the same time, let me get at you about something. This is what your daughter said. Now what's gonna happen next? Not is everything okay? Because I know it's not okay. No. What are you going to do to resolve the situation at hand is what we need to be talking about.
Man.
Don't leave it open for him to say, oh, it's fine. She's had a hard day. She's on her period. She was tripping. She was mad at her mom.
I don't want to hear that, to be honest.
I just think it's a
That's
slippery
not some
slope,
shit.
only
It
because
is.
she's an adult legally. I think that's the only thing that's gonna, you know what I mean? There's nothing you can really do because she's an adult.
Yeah.
There is. I mean, I
But
hear
you,
what you're saying. It does make a difference because she is legally an adult versus me thinking she was a
Right.
teenager. But I feel
right.
like when
That's
you said
different.
the story, I
That's
would
just
say get
also,
her first. Take her
that
out of the
also,
equation first.
right. That also sees how messed up. If you thinking she's 12 and I tell you she's 20, that's even worse, right?
Yes, but then I also had to ask you about her mental state because my daughter did have a friend that was going through that, but they had held somebody hostage who wasn't, like, literally hostage, keeping her in the house, making her do
Oh, yeah.
slave labor stuff, and she wasn't mentally her age. She was younger. That's why I asked you that. But for you to say that she's 20 and she's mentally 20 is a trip. Like, what you mean? She's 20 for real. And you letting this go down? I understand the sibling things because that was me, minus the craziness that was going on. But I had younger siblings that I had to take, but it's not that easy, especially her being 20, still living with someone else. She's not financially able to
Right.
just, for you to say, listen, I know there's an apartment. Let's go. I'll take you tomorrow. You'll get approved. It's not like that. It's going to take a whole lot of something else to get her to leave and then take the siblings if that's what's going to happen. It's not that easy. Because then you got to prove what's going on in the house and all that. I say take her out of the equation first, and then get at the dad, like Alan said. Like, listen, man to man, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on over there, but I know about it.
But then it is kind of like you said, mental abuse, because you have some kids who never want to disappoint their parents, and that, you know what I mean? So they'll always do whatever they say. So yeah.
And then, and then there's that slope. If I beat him up, and she may have been venting, but she didn't want that to happen. So she's not gonna be my daughter's friend anymore because
Right.
of that.
Because
Oh man.
what if that was confidential, and then,
Right.
I mean, like, that's supposed to, be between me and you wouldn't told your parents, and now I can't trust you. I can't confide in you anymore. You're not a real friend. So that's, yeah.
How old is your daughter?
19.
I think you should take her out of the equation, whether it's temporary or long term. She's not strong enough to leave the situation on her own, and she's not going to.
I think I agree with Ken here. We're gonna end up telling her that if she does need a place, she can definitely come over and
I'm
stay
always
here.
to take the kids in person, just because I have a weakness for that. I didn't grow up getting abused and beat and yelled at and all kind of craziness. When my daughter was much younger than yours, having issues like that with her friend, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, what exactly are you saying about your friend? What does she have going on? I had no idea how I was gonna fix it, but first thing in my mind is, oh, she can stay over here. She don't never have to go back home. I have no idea how we're gonna feed her or nothing else. That's a whole nother mouth to feed, but she can stay over here. So I'm always team text kids. Come on, let's go. But I definitely think you should remove her from the situation because it'll change her mindset, her looking at it outside in also versus her being in the situation, scared to leave, scared of her parents, doesn't want to leave the kids, but she wants them to be taken care of. She feels like she's obligated. Girl, those are not your kids. You are 20 years old, supposed to be living your child-free life right now. So take her.
Exactly.
True.
Figure
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, that's a tough situation.
So
Kind of.
parents out there, I mean, well, just if anybody, parents out there, if you got an idea or a comment, please leave it below. Let us know what you think because, like you said, this is a slippery slope. you don't know if you want to intervene, but like you said, it is a child. And to me, 18, even 20, 21, they're still a damn child to me.
Right.
So, I mean, we got to do better on that. So like, and
Yeah, it
kids,
also it depends on the age gap, and then you got emancipation and all that is where I was going with it again before you said she was 20 years old. But I took my siblings from their mom, which is my mom, but I took them from her because it wasn't right. I took them. Fuck asking somebody else. I took them from her because they weren't being treated right over there. All right, let's go. I'm taking all three of them, all of them. So it's just different of the mental capacity of the person and what they're able to do. I was young. I think I was 21 with 5 kids, and 3 of those kids were not even mine. But I took them from her because the situation wasn't right over there. Those are my siblings, like you said, for her, looking out for them. But I had my own family, but still I wasn't going to leave them over there. So I took them from their mom because they weren't being treated right at home. Let's go. I'm taking all of them, all 3 of them. So it just depends on the person.
Yeah,
thank you for that, Ken.
And then, you know, if she loves her siblings like that, like I said, who knows what's going on in the household? If she leaves, will they be protected? You know what I mean? So that, yeah.
That's why I kind of think I should beat him up.
Well, I don't know about the violent thing of it, but
you don't want to go to jail for something like that.
It's not when you okay. I mean, when you say beat people up now, like I mean, it's like you know when you walk up to somebody, nigga, you grab him by the shirt, nigga, you shake that nigga and he don't do nothing to you because he's scared.
You gotta put some fear into him with the
right.
Check this out, bruh. You gotta.
And then if he do say something, you slap him or something. Yeah, you slap him. You don't hit him. I mean, you're hip slapping his kid.
I always have a soft spot for kids. It's just a trip hearing it from a man's perspective of how it's weighing on you for you to bring it up. It's just a trip, you know what I mean? Because it's usually women, but just like you said, it's different because you are somewhere in a different state that you did not grow up versus you being in Seaside. You would have to call me. What the fuck y'all got going on over there? Talking to me just like this because you can, because we have history. Your daughter came over here and told my daughter that y'all over there doing the food. What's up? You can talk to me like that because we have that. But out there, you have not known this man for 15 years. You can't get at him like that. I mean, you could, but you can't. Right. So it's just different. It changes everything. Like Alan said, there's no community. You can't go tell the neighbor and the neighbor and the neighbor because they all know each other. No, that man might have been raised in Georgia and only been in Oregon for 2 months or whatever. You just don't know. So it's just different. But for it to weigh on you being a man and it's bothering you enough for you to bring it up and say, hey, what the hell do y'all think I should do? Snatch the kids. Well, the adult child, girl, whatever.
No, I think you gave me some good advice and I'm gonna do that.
Get her. Please don't get her.
Leave the door open.
Snatch her.
Let's kind of lighten the mood. All right. We were talking before we started this podcast about so you know, we have significant others or we have people that we date or that we're in a relationship with, right? So, what do you guys call?
No, what did you call it? You should say.
Oh, okay. What did you call it, or what do you call it when you want a little more affection? And I don't just mean like hugging, a smooch. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
What do you say? I mean, it's so different because you have text, you have him sitting next to you on a couch, like meet me in the room where I'm trying to have my heels to Jesus, is what I be saying. I know that's very vulgar, but since you're being honest about the shit, I'm just going to say, you can say that. It depends. Where is this person at? Are they sitting next to me? Am I texting him? Is he at work? Am I talking? Are we doing phone sexual things? What are we doing? Where's the person at? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Just say he walk up to you and try to holler.
Okay. For example, the dating game. What's the dating game? No, the newlywed game, right?
Oh, when he said whoopee.
Whoopee. When's the last time you made whoopee, right? So if you take that word, what is the phrase or what do you like to call it when it's time, as Redman says, time for some action?
I think over the years it revolutionized tremendously.
Yeah, yes, because it has. It's changed from humping to uh I'm trying to think what else we used to say when we had no business talking about getting our shit knocked. That is not appropriate. I'm just being honest because that's what we were saying. Like, "Oh, girl, I'm about to go get my shit knocked." That is so good. Very good. But I'm just telling y'all since you're asking. In 1998 and 99, that's what it was. She's going to get her shit knocked. All right, come when you get back.
It was
bone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pumping, and then
Okay.
let me see, I'm 43, so she's
Puppy.
probably 37. The girl
Puppy
told me
town.
hunching. Yeah, you know, me and him be hunching every now and then, girl. How old are you? You're from California, from Seaside, California, to be exact. And you saying hunching with your young self? Hunching? Where
Yeah,
you get that from?
nasty.
Yeah,
Hunching.
that's kind of ancient. I mean,
And she was so young to me to be saying that. It just tickled me because why are you calling it that? How come you're not helping like how I'm saying or something else? Where do you get that word from, girl? Who told you that? Whose grandmom told you that word? Where do you get that from?
That's definitely like a Southern slang. Hunching.
Punching. So
Yeah.
it just, I mean, it depends if you're, what are you, if you're trying to be romantic, again, like I said, are you texting? Are you flirting? Is he at work? Are you doing, what's the iPhone thing? FaceTime. You can tell I'm an Android user, huh? Jesus Christ. It depends.
You remember back with the pagers back in high school where the girls figured out how to like use numeric numbers to spell out like
certain words.
I want you, I want you,
Hello.
or
what was hello?
it was like 43770 or some shit like that.
No, it
it
was
was
7734.
07734.
Yeah, 07734.
Yeah. Our codes were 456 means I'm on my way because we used to. I meet you halfway. That's what girls did. I don't know what y'all did, but meet
I
me
thought
halfway. Meet
456
you
meant I
halfway.
love you or something like that.
No, for me and my friend. Shout out to my best friend. 456. If I text her, if I page her that means I'm on my way. I'm leaving now. You start walking. I'm gonna meet you halfway, and then we're gonna walk to the function together. And then
Because
187
4 and 6 you meet at 5. I get
we
it.
didn't go that far. You couldn't write. It didn't mean that. It was something easy. It was just 456. Walk your ass out the door because I'm walking out the door. I'm on my way. And then 187 meant something, but I don't remember what it meant.
I remember 123. It was like fuck you.
Oh, we didn't have that. We had 123, but it was definitely not that.
Yeah, I remember. See, y'all's was different then because I remember nigga, if you was like 456, it was good. And then 123 is like nigga, fuck you. Okay, like you know.
And then 143, 143 was I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
There were so many codes, and then back then, if you were funking with somebody like for real, the two rival gangs, if you will, in Seaside, which I don't care to name because I'm not doing that. They would text you and not text. I keep saying text. They would page you and put the number to the Seaside mortuary in your phone. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember.
Yeah, they would do that.
I remember
put the number to the mortuary in your phone. You had to call it back at least once. It's 2, 3, and 4 times. You already knew what it was. It was okay. Fuck
I mean,
them.
it's not funny. A lot of people lost their lives at that time, but it wasn't funny. But it was just like, I mean, I don't mean to be laughing at that part of it, but yes, it was just a nostalgia thing, and I do remember that.
Or like 80085.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, one more time. I feel like I'm not smarter than a fifth grader. Say it again.
8008.
80085.
Oh,
got 85.
You missed the IE, but I got you. I'm not as slow as I thought, but I got it.
Oh yeah, there was a 1. Yeah, there was a 1 and a 3.
1 and 3. Boobies.
Boobies.
Who do we think we were doing that? It was just so many. See, again, that's the thing. It was, how did you want to say you were ready to be intimate when there was pagers versus now you can text and you can also do FaceTime or you can send a video if you're me, you just send a voice message, not a voicemail, a voice message via text. So it's just different.
How would you say it to your significant other right now?
Heels to Jesus.
So would that just be the phrase, or would you say, "Hey, I want you to take my heels to Jesus"?
Nah, it's
Like,
this is so funny because he's gonna watch this and be
oh,
crying.
okay, nah, we don't want to. We don't want to do all that. We don't want to do all that.
No, I'm trying to think. Like, oh no, I wouldn't be talking. I'm trying to think. I got this from my friend. She's from Oakland. She the one that used to say that. This is like 2013. That's how long I've been saying heels to Jesus. But it's basically just humping heels to Jesus. Like, girl, she over there flirting him. She don't even know that he be having my heels to Jesus. What do you mean?
I just said take your clothes off. Like,
damn, nigga.
Heels to Jesus.
Huh? Well, I mean, it goes both ways. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
There's no build up, niggas. It's like, hey.
No, see, that's the thing. It's not like a. It's not foreplay-ish, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the example I just gave is.
Hey, yo, run that.
I don't really like that, but yeah, it could be that, or knock something down. Oh, that's real good. That's too bold. That hurts my ears. That's too much. Knock something down sounds a little scary. Ooh, that's too much. You want to talk in this?
I always thought smash was hella vulgar though. Yeah, like,
that's
smash, right?
That's younger also. Smash. I used to smash her back in the day. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, that's not me because you're not saying that. That's younger.
Yeah. Or why don't you serve me up?
oh, do y'all remember this? Hey man, I went over there and got bopped up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the 90s for sure. People might still say that, but that's definitely 90s. Say the one you just said again, Alan. Say it again.
Which one?
Whatever you just said, the last one.
Oh shit. Serve me up.
Yeah, that's
about to get my serve on.
Well,
that sounds like there's no feelings involved and I don't really care about it. And get out. That sounds like.
But basically, like when you say serve me up, it wasn't intercourse. It was, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's another one. Talking to the mic.
Oh no. Really?
Who said that?
Me.
Wait, what's the other one?
Testing.
It's coming to me. Flight to Boston.
Flight to Boston. I never heard that. Flight to Boston.
Really?
Huh.
Flight to Boston.
Why? Because it's a long flight.
Oh. I don't know. I think it depends on the age and where you're from-ish. Like it could be a Bay Area term versus our little city term versus East Coast term. You know what I mean? That has something to do with it versus age because our parents are definitely not talking about heels to Jesus and smashing and flight to Boston. They're not saying that. My mom is 66, and I don't know what she says, and that is disgusting, but I'm curious now.
I'm sure her parents were like, give me that sweet loving.
No, yeah. Let me do. Hey, girl, come here. Let me do my thing. You know?
Yeah. That is gross. My dad was saying, give me some sugar, so I feel like he was saying that to my mom. That is disgusting.
Hey, I got funny. So maybe so my girl was in the store, right? And this old black dude was trying to get at her, right? And he was like, hey, what's up with you? How you doing? And she's like, no, I'm good, whatever. And nigga said, I can tell you ain't been treated right. I was like, oh, damn.
And those are regular pickup lines for them. Were you in the store with her?
No, but she told me that. I was like, I couldn't help laugh.
Like this teeth.
Yeah, suck the teeth.
Yeah,
so he was trying to chase her through the air, cuz that's nasty. He was like, gross, he was trying to chase her through the air. That shit is sick. Sweet thing.
Oh my God, I'm gonna tell her that.
Older men are disgusting. That happens to me quite a bit, and depending on my mood, like sometimes I might feel like being sarcastic, or if it's a younger dude, then I might hit him with the bruh. You know what I mean? The friend zone-ish thing. But older men, they're gross. They say stuff like that and skipping their lips and must be nice and let me just taste it. First of all, you ain't even tall enough for this ride, sir. How about that? Like it just they take it too far quickly. It's no escalating just a little bit. They just start off just being out of control off the top. All people are gross.
Look at all that
especially
shit.
old black men. They're gross.
And persistent.
Yeah.
I know it's sweet. You don't know shit. Get out of here.
Come here, girl. Where you going? Get over here.
Away from you is where I'm going. How about that?
You know, I ain't treating you right.
They always say that. That is gross.
You know, it's even grosser though. I wonder what how the kids say it now.
Oh, well, I know in Atlanta it used to be cut. I got some cutty. You know what I'm saying?
Trim. Somebody from T say that. Trim.
Who, the kids say that?
Trim?
I can see that. But that's...
I don't remember how old he was.
What? They just call them munches now?
Oh, nigga. For real?
That sounds yucky too. Oh, I don't know. It's just so many ways.
Oh, yeah, she a munch.
Damn, nigga.
It depends on the relationship of you and that person and the age too. Like if you're just a side piece or y'all just humping or creeping, haven't heard that word since the 90s, then it's different. You know what I mean? Because you just creeping. It's just, girl, I've been drinking and I'm bored and the house is clean and the kids are gone.
I got one.
This is different.
Hey, let me break you off.
Definitely. Yes. Yes. Or again, depending on your age, if you have seen Boys in the Hood, are you gonna give me the skins or what? How about that?
Give me the skins.
What did she say? Boy, this is your mama.
And he got all smooth. He got all smooth in his voice. Like,
oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
Give me the skin. What is that? And he was
I know. All these terms out here, I better not see none of that in my daughter's phone. Yes, I'm going ballistic.
Oh, man.
Are you gonna give me the skins or what? Type back Y or N. Yes or no? Are you gonna give me the skins or what?
The skins or what?
You mean you put the little box right there? Yes or no? Check yes or no. Check yes or no.
Yes or no?
Man.
Do you want to be my girlfriend? Can we fuck tomorrow? It's a minimum day. How many times did y'all having sex on minimum days? Because I know both of y'all was doing it. Y'all was, because it was minimum days. And Miss Whitfield didn't know that your ass was home from school early, Alan, and you was somewhere humping. Titan, you was humping too on minimum days. I know y'all was.
We was playing.
Yeah, we had practice.
That's what you told Miss Whitfield, that you was practicing? You was practicing making babies because y'all was out there humping on minimum days.
Nah.
Man.
Your mom don't watch this podcast. Cut it out. That was something.
Hey, nah, or was like teacher day, so like no one had to go to school, just the teachers.
But you know what? When they introduced year round, when we first had it in 1990 and 91, that was a mistake because we were on 4515. For the kids that was having intercourse, seriously, for real, the ones that were, because we were like 10 years old, we definitely weren't. You had 3 whole weeks of being home by yourself. 15 days is a long time to be humping. Seriously.
And don't let it be a rainy day. Come through with the sweat. Oh. You already know what's happening.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
With the parka, yeah, you're right.
4515. So that means every 45 days you was humping.
And the hoodie was always up too. And the hoodie was up too, like
sneaking over. Rain cams were not out back then. Ooh.
Y'all we got anything else? I think we covered all the topics.
I think we're good.
Out there.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'll pass on the weirder inventions. It might be a little too much.
No, I got to. We can cover that next week because I wanted to. When you brought that topic up, there's a few inventions I wanted to. Not that, I mean, I didn't create them. I had something I tried to do in jail, but there's some new inventions coming out that I actually wanted to bring up.
Oh, nice.
So tune in next week because we're gonna do some IT stuff and this stuff that anybody can talk about because it helps. It benefits, I guess, human life. So
make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. For those who know, we're now monetized. Yay.
Yeah.
So
we are also taking in sponsors. So anyone who would like to sponsor the show, please contact Al via DM or whatever.
For those people who are not smarter than a fifth grader, what does sponsorship entail?
Where we,
as far as this show is concerned.
Oh, if someone wants us to give us, like marketing, like say they have a product, we mention the product on our show, and they either pay us for it, or there's another ways. What we came up with promo codes is if you want us to mention your product on our show, or you are selling a product on our show, and instead of giving us money to mention the product, we can work out a deal where we do a promo code for your product, and whoever says or mentions our promo code or uses our promo code to buy your product, we get a certain percentage of that sale of the product.
Yes, affiliate. Yes, that's what it's called. And that's repeated, not just one or twice. It's for all of the viewers who watch this podcast and use the code, and then the affiliate percentage would come back to
this podcast.
Correct. Which only makes the podcast better, you know what I'm saying? Upgrade,
Upgrade.
Big plans, man. Big plans out here.
Affiliate codes are great.
So like Al said, like, subscribe,
comment, share.
Definitely share.
Tell your mama, have your mama tell her friends will tell her friends.
Yeah. Send it to your partner before y'all hump or whatever you want to do. For y'all bone, just send him the code or the link.
And
before he has your heels to Jesus, tell him about our podcast. How about
that? And then tell him to talk that spit.
Hey.
Gross, but hey, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for coming out.
Take us to the bridge, Al. Ew. And thank you guys once again for listening to Talkin Spit After Hours. Hey, man, so excited. TJ Bay, Kenya Cox, Alan Poe. If you like it, you like it. You love it, you love it. We love y'all. See y'all next week. Y'all take care. Peace.
Yeah, tune in next week.